Saint Martin's Island is a small island in the northeastern part of the Bay of Bengal, about 9 kilometers south of tip of the Bazar-Teknaf peninsula and forming the southernmost part of Bangladesh. There is a small adjoining island that is separated at high tide called Chera Dwip. It is about 8 kilometers west of the northwest coast of Myanmar at the mouth of the Naf River. Now let's know about the story of Saint Martin's Island. Millennia ago, the island used to be an extension of the Teknaf Peninsula, but at a later time some portion of this peninsula got submerged and thus the southernmost part of the aforementioned peninsula became an island and was disconnected from the Bangladesh mainland. The first settlement started 250 years ago in 18th century by Arabian merchants who named the island Jazira. During British occupation, the island was named after the then Deputy Commissioner of Mr. Martin Island, likely because one or more of the Arabs were saint and whose name couldn't be identified. Local names of the island are Narkel Jinjira, which means coconut island, and Daruchini Deep, which means cinnamon island. It is only coral island in Bangladesh. The island makes up the Saint Martin's Union Parishad. It has 9 villages or areas. These are Paschim Para, Del Para, Uttor Para, Majer Para, Dakshin Para, Purbo Para, Konar Para, Nazrul Para, Golachipa. Most of the island's approximately 3,700 inhabitants live primarily from fishing. The other staple crops are rice and coconut. Being very common on the island, algae are collected, dried and exported to Myanmar. Between October and April, the fishermen from neighboring areas bring their caught fishes to the island's temporary wholesale market. However, imports from chicken, meat and other foods come in from the mainland Bangladesh. As the center and the south are mainly farmland and makeshift huts, most of the permanent structures are around the far north. During the rainy season, because of the dangerous conditions on the Bay of Bengal, the inhabitants have no scope to go to mainland Teknaf, and their life can become dangerous. There is a hospital on the island, but in the past there has often been no doctor. Transportation. The only way to reach Saint Martin Island is by water transportation. Boats and ships, mostly for tourists, from Cox's Bazar and Teknaf. The only internal transport for island is non-motorized van. The roads are made of concrete and their condition are decent. All the hotels run generators until 11 p.m. which are not allowed afterwards, so they then rely on solar power, which is popular throughout the island. There is no electricity supply from a national grid since a hurricane in 1991. During the day, it comes alive with water and beach sports, with beach parties and bonfires. Tourism. Martin's Island has become a tourist spot and 5 shipping liners run daily trips to the island. Tourists can book their trip either from Chittagong or from Cox's Bazar. The surrounding coral reef has an extension named Chera Dwip. A small bush is there which is the only green part. People do not live on this part, so it is advisable for the tourists to go there early and come back by afternoon. A number of efforts have been proposed to preserve the several endangered species of turtles that nest on the island as well as the corals, some of which are found only on Narkel Gingira. Pieces of coral reef are being removed to be sold to tourists. Nesting turtles are sometimes taken for food, and their hatchlings are often distracted by twinkling lights along the beach. Fish a few recently discovered are being overfished. Every year, the fishermen must venture further out to sea to get their catch. Most of them use motorless boats. It is possible to walk around the island in a day because it measures only 8 kilometers, shrinking to about 5 kilometers during high tide. The island exists only because of its coral base, so removal of the coral risks erosion of the beach. Saint Martin's lost 70% of its coral reef between 1980 and 2018 due to anthropogenic factors. The best weather is usually between November and February. This is the major tourist season. Between March and July, cyclones can strike. The island was devastated by a cyclone in 1991 but has fully recovered and was untouched by the 2004 tsunami. March to July is off-season of tourists.